Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. I am a total idiot. So Tayloa hath corrected me. You can actually rotate bales. You have to hold down the left bumper on your controller, and there they go. You can rotate it. You can also pivot it back and forth. Oh my god, I did not know you could do this. All these years of being frustrated with this game, and here I could have done this the whole time. Let me turn the volume up a little bit. I have the volume set towards Tayloa and JC being on so that we could hear them better. Let's fix that. There we go. That should do. There, we got more ambient noise. So we can rotate the bales. I apologize. I issue a long, sorrowful apology to Giants for complaining about something that was in the game to begin with, and I'm an idiot. So there you go. It happens. Even the best of us, and I'm definitely not the best. So, all right, that would be Daggerwin or Squirrel. Anyway, somebody with an English accent. You can also hold the middle mouse button if you're on PC, the rolly button, like your scroll wheel. You can rotate it with the scroll wheel. So, it's 9:04 a.m. I don't know what needs to be done on the farm today, so I'm going to wander around a little bit and see what we got going on. I think this field needs to be plowed under. We're probably just going to... Though, you know, I kind of like the fact that they're on rotation. We only get little bits of material at a time, but it kind of is good that we have that happening. So, what do we got? I'm just looking around. Let's see. We have our... Yep. Hay shredder. Oh, that's right. We have all these bales out here, too. Forgot about those. There's our Brahman. All right, so we got barley growing. 100% fertilized. Weeds are dead, so we're good there. This is the kind of map I don't mind growing weeds on. Usually I try to turn the weeds off on the bigger maps because it just doesn't work. Unless you're using Seasons. Seasons kind of fixes the weed thing, but I don't mind weed on a small... Oh, my God. I am not a proponent. Sorry. If you want it legalized and all that stuff, that's great for you. I could care less. Honestly, whatever they do, they do. I'm not, but it has nothing to do with me. Fertilized, this is growing. I was going to say I don't usually like the weeds, but I like the weeds on this map. Oh, Lord. I'm going to get myself into trouble. Canola's still growing. So pretty much we're just at a growth stage, and there's nothing else to do. We have our grass already up. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward time a little bit. And I will come right back once I've done that, so that we can... otherwise, we're just going to be watching the grass grow. So I'll be back. Just one moment, folks. I'm an idiot. Here I am racing forward in time, and I forgot I need to plant that other field, so we've lost an hour. That's okay. In real life, you know how time goes. Yeah, this is the thing about life, you know. I find that, like, today is Wednesday. It's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I still haven't gotten anything done in real life. Now, my only plan today was to do some recording, so that part at least is okay. But, you know, it's like, I'm just like, how does it go by so fast, you know? Put the seeder back. Go ahead and cultivate this field. I love, you know, it's like I got burned out big time on Farm Sim, but I'm enjoying my comeback. Like, I needed time away from the game. We need lime shizzle sticks. I'm going to, let's see. I'll grab the other tractor. And, so anyway, I just, I'm starting to love this game again. It took me, you have to remember, I played Farm Sim for like 5 years straight, and I just got totally burned out on it to the point where I'm like, I didn't want to play it at all. Like, I used to play it when I watched TV. I used to play it just all the time, everywhere. And I just got sick of it. But I'm starting to get to that point again where I'm like, yeah, what do I want to play tonight? I can play Farm Sim. So I think that this farm actually was pretty helpful in that. So if you're finding that you're burned out, try a different farm. Try a small farm. Because then you have a lot of action happening quickly, and you don't have to, like, sit there and wait. Now, let's see. Is that lime or is that... That's fertilizer. Oh, liquid fertilizer. Duh. Okay, so we're going to put those there. We'll clean that up when I'm done. I'm actually realizing I'm going to put my hat on here. I've got my... I forgot Track IR is running, so reset that. There we go. I can look around the cab. Pretty cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Wow, that was a lot of fertilizer that came out of that. Okay, well... We'll be using it, but... We need to get some limey lime. Tell you what, this thing was beat down already. My only problem with the stock equipment is that it really, like, or not the stock, a lot of the mod equipment gets beat down way faster than regular equipment. I don't know if it's some kind of issue because they're trying to translate them over from 17 or... Oh, that was the wrong button. You chucklehead. Oops. I meant to start it and I pressed the empty button by mistake. Let's try this one. Is it this one? There we go. Oh, wow. This is as wide as the... Oh, Arthur. You screwed up. What's new? What's new? Oh. Is there a fence? Oh, no, there's a post. Okay. That's it. Yeah. Okay, so that will do. And we're going to make this field also like some sort of wheat, barley type thing. We want straw-producing fields. There we go. I don't remember if I have... Actually, I'm going to load these back in because we're using these next. So, hold on one second, folks. My phone is ringing. It was nobody. I hate those phone calls. It's like, I'm like, hello? 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 Nobody's home. Then why do you call me? If you can't, if your machine is so broke that it can't even answer, why bother calling? But whatever. Fix your dang dialer. I would at least have a, please don't hang up. You know, those stupid healthcare providers or your good. See, now most of you don't own a business, but I've owned several, and I get phone calls for each of them on Google. Your Google listing is showing that your business is inactive. Make sure that you call us right now, and we can help you fix that. You know, and then of course they want money. You know, that's the whole goal, is to make money. So, all right. So we have our lime issue taken care of. I don't know if I have forks or not. I probably should buy a set, but for now we can just shove it over with the shovel. Let's take a look in our garage and see what we have. No, we don't have forks. Okay. All right. Push that right there. Cool. So nice and organized. It's like plop. We'll straighten that up a little bit. I'm not super happy with the way that looks, but come on, straighten. There we go. All right. All's well that ends well. We'll put our cow tractor, the cleanup tractor back in here where it can do a clean sweep. Eventually we could get one of those Lely robots and have it auto clean. And we'll hop back onto the Massey Ferguson Oozle. The 285S. I think it's pretty funny. Our Ohio Department of Transportation, they use, you know, tractors to mow along the sides of the road. And you see all, like, they just have a slew of different brands. So I was driving up the other day to Cleveland to do some photo work, and about a good, hour and a half drive, and I passed McCormick, actually a pair of McCormick tractors, the exact same model that's in the game Farm Expert 17, I think. So if you like Farm Expert, the McCormick tractor that's in that game is the same tractor that these guys were using for mowing, and I thought that was pretty cool. So, and then I saw 3 John Deere tractors working the exit ramps. I think they were 6 Series tractors. I couldn't be sure. It was hard to tell because I was driving by at 1,000,000 miles an hour. I saw a New Holland tractor out there working the sides of the road, and then I also saw a huge Case Optum. We'll show you which one. It wasn't this one. It might have. No, it wasn't a Maxim. It was bigger. It was. Nope, it wasn't a Puma. It was like the larger. This guy, the Optum. Yep, Optum. It was one of these. And I'm like, what the heck? And it had like all these mower arms on it, so they were doing like multi-mower, like where they were running like several different mowers off the tractor. So that's why they had the big one, but it was really cool. So anyway, Ohio uses McCormick, New Holland, Case, and New John Deere. Probably whoever offers them the best deal at the time. The other thing I thought was interesting, and I'm like, because I've been playing SnowRunner, which introduced, International, and we also have our, American Truck Simulator, which also introduced recently the Western Star from International, and then we have the new Mack Anthem in American Truck Simulator. So I was kind of like, gosh, I didn't realize that these companies are still making trucks. Well, now that I've noticed them, there's Mack Anthems everywhere. That truck is everywhere. And not only that, but I noticed that the Ohio, like I had to go to Columbus for a wedding, and I was on my way down there, and I noticed that everywhere along the road there were Mack and International. Every ODOT truck out there is either International or Mack. So like all the dump trucks are International trucks. A lot of the bigger, heavier equipment trucks were Mack. But they're all ODOT trucks. And they're all owned by the state of Ohio. They have the ODOT label on them and stuff, and every single one of them was either a Mack or an International. And I was like, that's where those guys have been. Like, you don't necessarily see them using, doing the pulling trucks, like the tractor trailer type trucks, but they're still out there manufacturing all kinds of road work trucks and that kind of stuff. And I'm like, oh, like I had thought Mack went out of business, but apparently they got bought out. As a kid growing up, my mom's, our neighbor and my mom's at the time best friend, Linda, and actually I think they're still, really good friends. My mom goes to visit her all the time. And anyway, Linda worked for Mack Truck. She was a secretary and worked there for years and absolutely loved Mack trucks. And she had a, this is back in the 80s, so she had this Dodge Ram conversion van, and she had the Mack, the Bulldog up on the front on the hood. Every time she got a new van, she'd take that Bulldog off and put it on the next van that came in. But they always had conversion vans. I thought that was so funny. Like being a kid in the early 80s, like it was so nice. Like she had 2 daughters who were my age. They were twins, Shannon and Rachel, and we'd always go to like Cedar Point and stuff like that, and so we'd be cruising in style in that freaking conversion van. I think it's freaking huge. Like the seats lay back and stuff. I'm like, man, this is so comfy. Everybody gets their own captain's chair. It's funny to me that with America and America's tendency to like really big vehicles, that we have gotten rid of the conversion van. It's interesting that the van, that that type of vehicle just isn't around anymore. We still have big vans, like full-size vans. You know, you see like they're people movers, so they have them like 12 and 15 passengers still, and people use them for church. People use them like a lot of our friends that had big families, use them. They buy these conversion vans, and you go to a church that promotes having children. When you get to the parking lot, and there's like 6 14 passenger vans outside. Every family is there this week, and they get all these kids crammed into conversion vans. Anyway, what should we do? I'm gonna go this time. I'm gonna grow oats. Really aren't worth it, but wheat and barley are. And the reason why oats is any special crops? No. The reason why oats aren't is because unless you're doing them for horses, oats do not yield very much oat. Now they're worth more, but you seem to just get more dense crop if you do wheat or barley. So I don't bother with the oats. So anyway, you realize what America did is America went to the SUV, and I don't get the SUV over a van. Aside from the chick factor, my mom was one of those. My mom, she saw, I'm going to say I was a teenager or maybe early college. We were the first family, and this is going to sound funny. I'm not bragging about this, but I thought we were the first people in northeastern Ohio, actually in the Cleveland area. Now, I don't live in Cleveland anymore, but when I used to live in Cleveland, to own a 4-door Jimmy. It was back, I don't know if you guys remember the S10 Blazer and the GMC Jimmy. They were not available. They were only 2 doors. They were, they were based on the S10 pickup truck, and so you couldn't get them as a 4-door. Well, finally GMC said, we're going to make a 4-door version. And we bought the demo truck off the lot before they had even started selling the vehicle. So we actually had the first registered 4-door GMC Jimmy in Cleveland. And anyway, my mom, from that point forward, my mom would only ever buy SUVs. So, my grandma would buy them too, but my mom would always, they shared the car, so my mom would always, really influence my grandma to buy an SUV. Like, she'd be like, well, what if we get this? And I'm like, so I get that, because my mom's not a car person, but she likes to drive the SUV. She likes being up higher. She feels safer. And I think that I don't necessarily know if it's a guy thing. I see guys buying pickup trucks and sports cars. I don't see a lot of guys like out there like, man, I wish I had an SUV. Like, they are out there, but I don't, a guy, if he's going to go for an SUV, I think he's going to go more for like a Jeep or something, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Put in the comments below if you're a guy and you really love SUVs and you would rather have that than a car, but I think it's more of a woman thing, just kind of like how the cell phone is like, girls love phones. They love the phone technology. It's the one place where women like are just, crazy over technology, probably because you communicate with it. Guys don't communicate as well. So anyway, but put your thoughts there, because I'm interested to see what people think. If I'm wrong about that, probably, but I don't know. Anyway, but I never got that. America went to the SUV. We got rid of station wagons, and we got rid of the full-size van, and we replaced them with Blazer-sized SUVs and large SUVs, like the Tahoe and the Suburban and those types of things. The Explorer, the Expedition, those are kind of what we replaced the station wagon and the mid-size van with. And it doesn't necessarily make sense to me. Now, the mid-size or the large van, like a conversion van, those are not great in winter. In fact, they're terrible. So I could see why, for safety purposes, why people would feel safer in a SUV versus a conversion van. But something like a minivan or a station wagon, they're just as good in the snow as a big honking SUV. I think people think because you have four-wheel drive, you're safer, and that doesn't necessarily pan out. Four-wheel drive helps you to go, and maybe a little bit to steer when you're on the ice, just a little bit. But it certainly doesn't help you stop, and that's where the problems, accidents usually happen, because people can't stop. So, and they put these big, honking off-road tires on the SUVs that you buy, and those aren't any good in the snow. The best snow tires are these really narrow, thin tires. So you want to put as much contact in the narrowest spot possible to get good grip. So, if you're looking at like this tractor, for example, the big back tires would not be as good on snow as those front little tires because they put all the weight into a narrow focus, and that's what you want when you're on, crappy surfaces like snow. Anyway, or slick surfaces. You want small contact, lots of grip, lots of weight. So I can see that being one of the reasons why the van disappeared. But, the minivan kind of took over. But then now, minivans are kind of gone. Chrysler has the Pacifica. I'm trying to think of who else. I don't think Volkswagen makes one anymore. I could be wrong about that, but I know they don't. Not in America, anyway. We no longer have, the Chevy quit the Venture. Ford quit the Aerostar. So we just don't have any American minivans anymore. We have Toyota and Honda, and they're uber expensive. I've owned them, and it's pricey. All right, we're going to go ahead and put a layer of fertilizer down on that, and then we'll go ahead and fast forward time. So we have the field growing. So anyway, what's your favorite car? I know most of the guys that like my channel like pickups. And the pickup truck is definitely one of the best-selling items in America. In fact, it's so successful that I think Ford in general is just not selling. They're not selling or focusing on cars anymore. They're just working on selling trucks. Because guys buy trucks. They just do. And a pickup truck is a car now, too. It has, all the safety features. It's got all of the, goods, leather seats, sunroof. You can get a pickup truck that's loaded just like a car. So, but for me, being the, po folk, I can't afford, the gas bill for one of those trucks. I've like filling up my mom's Honda Pilot is a nightmare. I'm like, oh my God, this thing is horrible. I mean, my car is not great. My car gets about 27 miles to the gallon on the freeway, which is terrible for a 4-cylinder. I don't know what Hyundai was thinking, but I've looked it up, and pretty much everybody that has the same car that I have with Hyundai, they all have the same terrible mileage. So it's a Hyundai thing. It's not necessarily my fault or something wrong with my car. That's just how the Sonata is. It's a terrible gas mileage car. So, but even that car, I only fill it up once a week, and it's only like $20 to fill it up. So $25 maybe once a week, not so bad. But my mom's car, it's like $50 to fill up, and I'm like, oh gosh. And she, it burns twice as much. She gets like 18, 19 miles to the gallon. I just don't. That's not for me. I'm not. I don't know. Not my thing. So I don't. I just don't do the. I don't do the SUV thing. I don't want an SUV. I've had an SUV before, and I got out of it because I hated paying for the gas, and I don't know. It's not my thing. But they're fun, but they're bouncy. Though the new ones, and this is another one I don't get. I mean, you guys could chime in on this. The pseudo SUV. So like for example, the Kia Niro. It's a car that looks like an SUV. Like what? Why would you want that? It gets worse mileage. It doesn't handle as well. It doesn't make sense. Anyway, I don't know. I'll quit ranting about it. But all right, so that field is done, and so we need to go ahead and we're going to speed up time a little bit. Let's see how our crops are coming along. I'm going to go ahead and start the fast forward time here. You guys can watch as it happens. These are stage 1. These are stage cow. Hey, cows. How's your butt doing? Make some milk. Stage 2. Definitely. Stage 2. Freshly cut. And still growing. So this field's going to need lime. That's why I didn't get rid of the lime. All right, guys. So we're going to wait here for a little bit and wait till this is done. And this is going well. I think we're going to actually make some money with this farm. I don't really need to buy anything for a while, so we should be good. We're just going to grow crops and sell them and keep feeding the cows and hopefully get some milk into that container so that we can get a big chunk of $20,000, $30,000 when we empty it out. So, all right, I'll be back. All right, folks, so we have a bunch of crops ready. I've got field 3 is still growing. Oh, we have weeds. Dang it. I hear a cow in the background mooing. Or is that my wife? Oh, Lord. All right, so anyway, cock-a-doodle-doo. She's 12. So we have field number 1 is ready. Field number 4 is ready for mowing. This is growing. This is what I get for marrying a woman 15 years younger than myself. The canola's ready and it needs lime. Is this like is this like Coming to America? Jump on one leg, bark like a dog. All right, so that is our setup here. So let's go ahead and get harvesting. Oh, and by the way, okay, so I wanted to show you guys this. You remember the cows? We have the Brahmin, and they have. No, I didn't. And so they have 79% productivity. So if we add grass, that is not going to give them 25% more productivity. We have to add total mixed ration for that additional, the last 20%. The reason why we're getting 80% is because we have hay. So what this basically means is that grass gives us 25%. Hay gives us up to 80%, 75. And then total mixed ration gives us 100%. So if we just fed them only total mixed ration, our cows would have 100%. If we then added straw to it, we'd have 105%. But what we have right now is we have hay that gets us to 75%, and then that additional 5% gets us to 80. And I think from a ease of use perspective, it's much easier to do hay than it is to do total mixed ration. Because if you have total mixed ration, you need to do hay, you need to do silage, and then you need to mix in straw. And so you have 3 different products that you need to put in. Then you also have to have the equipment to mix it. So, and you also have to make the silage. So you have the equipment either to wrap grass, or to, you have to put them in the bunkers and allow it to ferment. So it's a lot of effort to make total mixed ration to get that additional 20%. Now, 20% is 20% though, so you would make not a lot more milk, but you'd make more milk doing it that route. But I feel like for our farm, it's small enough that we're just going to make 80% for now. Now, eventually I might change my mind on that and move over to doing total mixed ration, as we can afford to buy the equipment that does that. But right now our balers aren't even set up that, so we'd have to use a like a pickup wagon and put it into the we'd have to put grass, like cut grass into our, or we'd have to do corn. So hold on one second, folks. And she's back to mooing again, folks. Now we're gonna go, wait a minute, this field, oh, I don't know, I thought this, oh, I screwed up. Oh God. Now she's got her dog panicking because she's barking like a dog. Hey, at least it marked it. I'm just getting a phone call from potential spam. So I will not answer that call. Now this feels interesting because it's open from both ends. So that's kind of nice because... You know what you should do? You should play Minecraft while I'm recording. Then we can have all the Minecraft and creeper noises in the back. There's an air quality alert. How can that be? It's not even hot out. Oh, Lord. You married a boring husband. So now, we could windrow. I don't know if I'm going to bother windrowing this. And somebody did pass me. There's a different baler that you can get that actually throws the bales out the back. And that crone trailer that we were looking at, it can actually work. So I might... I hate to switch equipment midstream here, but we might switch over to that baler. Because this one, the one that we have, it's really hard to get that contraption around these narrow fields. If the fields were larger, it wouldn't be as much of a problem. I do love the bale size, though. Oh, Moni. So we might do that before we bale. We'll see. But I'm going to sell all this stuff first, and then we'll look at adding that in because, like I said, I don't really like switching equipment, but I don't love that wagon, and I want to use the stuff that actually is the right stuff. And some of the stuff's a little goofy looking. I don't know. Am I just being picky? Probably. The steering in this game is so touchy. No, touchy. Not touch me, touchy. Hey, at least my dog stopped barking. We have guys working on they're removing the deck and building an addition for my mom to live in. And they are out there tearing the deck down. And Gromit barked for hours, but now he seems to be fine with it. He doesn't care anymore. That's a good thing. So we are almost full of barley, which is good. So you can see here the difference between a fertilized and a non-fertilized field. We are pulling in a lot more grain than we did last time. In fact, last time we did the whole field, I think we emptied the harvester once. This time we're doing this field, and we are getting an almost full harvester, and we're still not even halfway done with this field. So, maybe just about halfway. But that's good. So we'll get two harvesters full anyway of grain. And I'm expecting that kind of productivity off of all our fields going forward because we've been able to care for them all the way instead of having them like halfway done. '96, '97, '98, '99. Oop. We're just going to empty out now. There's that. So I'm going to hop out and go get the other tractor. And we'll grab our tipper. That is right in here. Jeez, I thought we painted this. I didn't think I got a gray tipper, but okay, whatever. Could be a bug. Maybe this might have gotten updated too. Sometimes when you do updates, it changes them, but that's a little weird that it changed color. And does it fit under? Yes, it does. All right, perfect. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and finish harvesting this field. I will catch up with you and we'll head over to the canola field. So I will see you guys in a couple minutes. All right, folks, so we are finishing up just little bits of this field. And I think I have one more barley field, if I remember right, that's ready. So we're going to shoot over there and see what's going on. And then we'll mow the grass. We'll have all the product collected. We'll sell the barley. And we're going to look then at selling the baler and that expensive trailer and getting the crone trailer set up for baling the way it's supposed to be and getting the correct baler. Oh, I got the hiccups. All right, so we are going to put this here. and unload the grain into the cart. See it going down over there and going up over here. I'll tell you what, I like having the IR tracker hooked up. It's kind of fun. I wish it would default the outside view, though. Whoa. This harvester rockets away. So let's run over to our... We have to go out this way anyway because... Uh-oh, my butt's stuck. We need to go out this way anyway because our canola field's off to the right. But I think the grain is ready on the other field. That's the canola field over there. We'll get a lot of canola, but once again, it's not going to be. It'll be worth a lot, but we're not going to get a lot of it. I should say we aren't going to get a lot of canola. We're going to get some canola. And let's take a look real quick here. Maybe it's not ready. Hold on. Let's see. No, it's not ready. Okay, I was wrong. So, that's all we got left then is our canola. And so let's go ahead and get that. And we have that grass field that's ready too, which we do need because I'd like to fill the cows up so they have 7 days worth of product. And right now they only have like 5 days worth. Because once that happens, then we can, build up a supply. And this grass will be ready tomorrow. So we should be able to get quite a bit of hay stockpiled. And once we have a hay stockpile, I am a little bit more comfortable thinking about buying some sheep. So that's not the side I want to start on. The way that this harvester works, it's easier to see the left side because it's right in front of you. So there we go. It's easier to stay on target because you have that. It's right down in front of us, so I can see what I'm doing with the header. People have asked before, does adjusting the header using the controller do anything? And no, it does not. In real life, you would adjust the header to cut different height crops, but in the game, it doesn't really make any difference at all. So that's just how it goes. Do a curved cut here. This is a really tight infield because of these trees. While we're destroying some of the crop, I'm running. Touching the crop with this header actually destroys it, so be careful. Trying to make enough room here so we can get the harvester angled and turned around. There we go. I like the way it knocks the bushes over. That's pretty cool. And we're going to pass that. Whoops. Oh. I don't think I'll fill up all the way from this field, but we'll see. If I do, I am going to have to sell that tipper load of barley off before I empty this harvester out because I've got a full load on the tipper for barley. Well, not full load, but I have it's got barley in it, so we can't use it. It'd be nice to have 2 tippers. But once again, going forward, I'm going to try to grow homogeneous crops so that we have only one type of crop coming off the field, and then we'll rotate. So the next crop that we're going to grow definitely is going to be wheat, as I've started a wheat field already. But I do want to make quick cash right now and not store the grain. Though, I could store that barley until... we'll see. I could store the barley until the other barley field is done and then sell them both at the same time. Though I don't think my tipper's big enough to do that, so we'll see. All right, I'm going to finish this field, guys. I'll be back in no time. All right, so as I predicted, the harvester is not full, though it's close. I was actually kind of surprised at how close we got to being full all the way. Grab this last row. Whoops, I put the header down just a little early. We're still picking up some grain there. So probably about $5,000 worth of canola. Not too bad, maybe $4,000. Not too bad. So we're going to run this up to the farm and park it. And then I'm going to sell off the grains because I can. So tight. So I'm just going to park this guy right here for now and put the pipe out, and we will deal with our grain here. So let's go ahead and grab the Massey Ferguson with the tipper. That is back around the corner here. This tractor has really become our workhorse tractor. I find myself using this more of the time than I do any other tractor, and I really like this tractor. It's a cool model. All right. When it rains, we'll use the other tractor. All right, so we have half a tipper full of barley. Gosh, I'm almost tempted just to hold on to this until the other field is done. Because, let me just double check this field and see if it's barley. If it is barley, I think I'm just going to wait. Because it doesn't make sense to like rush this to market if it's not. Yeah, this is barley. So this will be ready by tomorrow. So we'll just do that. I'm gonna hold on to this and top, and I'm gonna leave the tipper out here by the field. So we're gonna do that, and then we are gonna grab. We do need to spray this field too. That'll only take a couple seconds. So I'm gonna grab the sprayer. Actually, I can't with this tractor. Dang it. We'll have to get the small wheels on the other tractor. Oh, but I can't. This did not work out the way I wanted to. We need to empty this because I need to use the tipper to deliver the grain. So we are going to sell our canola, so that'll be... that'll be good. Who parked that tipper there? Hindsight's 2020, right? Well, that's dumping off. We'll move this here. This is actually getting sold, so I can actually bring it out to the front. We're going to take that back to the shop and sell it. That was a very expensive cart. We'll be able to buy a cheaper one now, so that's good. That one was just too much for what it is. I suppose I could use that to deliver the grain, but it's too late now. Should we empty? Oh, it didn't empty all the way. I didn't realize it had to still be connected to the tractor to empty, but I guess hydraulically speaking it does. So, dang it. So we'll sell the rest of the barley tomorrow. Let's go ahead and grab our canola. And I think we're going to have another nice long episode. We're about 45 minutes right now, so I keep giving you guys these bonus long episodes. It's kind of making it so there's less content, but it's longer content. So hopefully you guys are sticking with the videos and enjoying the series. And all right, so let's go ahead and find out who is buying canola at a good price. Wow. So the only place that takes it is the Coopérative Agricole. And the price isn't very good right now, but whatever. We need to make money, so. Let's head over there. Need to have our little hazards on so we don't get killed on the way. That'd be a good idea. Now, if you guys find, let me know how the game sound is for you. If you're happy with the levels, or it's funny when you're in this tractor, it should be a lot just as noisy because it's an open tractor, but the game kind of muffles it down. All right, so I'll see you when I get to the Coopérative. I'll be back momentarily. All right, we have arrived at the Coopérative Agricole, and we are dropping off our canola. I'm going to guesstimate about $3,000–$4,000 here. Yeah, $3,000. So cool. I'm going to head back to the farm, and I'm going to move the equipment that those baling items up to the shop, and we're going to sell those because I'm going to buy the new equipment. Dang, I maybe do need to sell the barley. We'll see. I definitely can sell off the straw off those fields. I might keep maybe like one field's worth of bales and then sell the other bales. They're not going to be worth a ton of money, but they're probably worth $500–600, you know, somewhere around there, which will help the farm a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, guys. So I will see you at the shop with the new equipment so you guys can see the new setup that I'm thinking of buying. Because like I said, I feel like, and I think it's Massey Ferguson equipment too, if I'm not mistaken. So it'll actually work better, though, for what we're doing. This, unfortunately, the other setup, though it worked and it was neat to see it in action, it's very awkward for these small fields. It just doesn't work well. So I will catch you guys at the shop. I've got a bit of a conundrum here. I came back to the farm, and I forgot that I did not put the harvester away, so we're going to clean this up, too. I'm going to go here, drop this off. And I'm going to hitch this up for the ride back. But we're going to put the harvester away before we do that. So I will catch you guys. I'm going to put that harvester away. I don't know why I filmed this, but whatever. Sometimes I do weird things. Is everybody happy with the filming aspect? So this harvester has been wonderful. It really is exactly what the doctor ordered for this farm. I wish we had like a French equivalent, but I don't know that the French made any harvesters. Maybe they did. But this is a nice model, and it works well for this farm, so we're just going to stick with that. There we go. I'll leave those put away. So this has got to go back, too. So I will see you guys in just a moment. All right, so I've been to the shop, and I've brought my farm financially to its freaking knees. $43,000 for the setup. But this should work for a long time. Like, I think this will do us well. So this baler throws stuff into the back, which is good. That's what we want. I also mistakenly brought my other tipper up here, so I'm going to get these guys hitched up and bring it all back home in hopefully one trip. We'll see if that works. And then I think we'll call it an episode because we've been on for almost an hour. So I'm going to take this stuff home. And I don't, like I said, I don't know why I brought my, this is going to be a pain. I have to get these all hooked up together. And get it as straight back as possible. I'm going to hook to this. And this is a nice tipper, though. That's going to be good for our baling. And it was only $11,000 with everything, so it's not too bad. Come on, go the other way. There we go. Ta-da! Good. Okay, so now we're going to disconnect. Wow, it's messed up. Okay. Nope. Okay, there we go. Nice wheel chocks is a nice little detail there. But I don't see the wheel chocks under the wheels, but... Okay, so now we have our Heston baler. And this baler has a thrower, so it's going to toss them up into our... You know, we'll try this out a little bit when we get back home. So I'm going to go ahead and put my hazards on and use this torquey little tractor to pull this massive contraption back home. But you can see right here, even so, it's going to be much easier to navigate our fields with this setup versus the other setup. So I think it was worth the... well, let's see. At this point, I spent an additional $10,000. But from this point forward, we shouldn't need any equipment, quote unquote. We have all of our cows. We have everything that we need to continue to go farming. So hopefully that'll be it. And now it's just a matter of profit, right? So off we go. All right, guys. I'll be back when I get to the farm. My goodness. I'm a little concerned here. We're going to go real slow. Ah. Train. I missed it. Oh boy. Local farmer blocks intersection. Yeah, it ain't gonna go. Oh boy. How am I gonna get this out of here? Maybe I should have configured this for like regular tipper duty before I left and then done that. I think I'm gonna have to shoot balls. How am I gonna get this home? Okay, well, let's do this. This feels awfully like a snow runner conundrum right here. All right, I'm gonna pop that over here. We'll park the baler here. You trying to get me a copyright? Jerk. I know you don't care. Yeah, I'm working on it. Can you see you got a bit of a problem here, jerk? Idiot. Idiota. Oh, he's got me. Alright, I'll be back, folks. I gotta reset stuff. Alright, so I've had the shop. They've agreed to come deliver the other parts. I'm going to drive this home, and then they're going to deliver the parts to me. That's not cheating. That's realistic. In real life, if something can't be delivered because it doesn't fit the roads, they would do that. It's not cheating.
Maybe get some equipment to fix the road.
Well, in this case, it can't because it's a bale trailer and it's high. And most of the stuff that I deliver, when I go to deliver it, I'm not sure what I'm going to do because I might actually have to shoot around town. Like go, I don't know if there's a southern route that doesn't have that bridge, but that is going to be a problem in the future. Well, it's not really cheating, is it? It's realistic. I do like the color mismatch here. We have a Massey Ferguson tractor that's sat outside and a brand new baler that is a completely different color red. Is it cheating? Is it really? All right, so I'll be back when I get home. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to open this up, and we're going to open up the baler. Let's turn this guy on. Oh, we need to unfold it. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty funny. It sends it back. I like that. Let's go and start this up. Much easier to maneuver this, that's for sure. And I'm wondering if I could just store all of my bale. This thing looks huge, like it's going to hold a lot of bales. So I wonder if I can put both grass and hay in here and just leave them in here and pull the trailer around as needed. It seems like that would be the easiest thing to do. I don't know. This thing's a lot bigger than that other bale trailer, like double the size at least. Oh, it's going to fling the bales off into the woods. Oh, hey! That's so cool. Oh my gosh. What a neat thing. Do it again. It's the simple things, folks. It's the simple things. That is really funny and really cool. Like, I can't believe it works. I can't see a dang thing. I'm trying to turn around here. I don't think we're going to make this turn, so I'm going to have to go out and lift the bale stuff up. Will this fit down here? Yeah, it fits. Or not. That's the only problem with this trailer is it's just so tall. I can't. I'm going to have to buy a chainsaw. You know what's going to have to happen? We're going to have to trim some of these branches. I don't have to cut the trees down, but... Okay, I got through. We're going to have to trim those branches back so that they're not encroaching on the road. The roadway. So we're going to go around. Boy, that's neat, though. That really is cool how it chucks them in there like that. And it looks like we can store a lot of bales in here, so I think I probably will do that. I'll probably just leave the bales in the trailer and load them into the cow pen as we need them. The downside is I don't think this trailer will fit through that hallway, so we're going to have to hand carry the bales in to feed, like the grass bales. But we'll get that up and working. So we'll finish up this field and call it an episode, folks, and so you get a nice long hour episode again. Once again, it seems like I'm making these about once a week, so you can look for each episode each week. And that seems to be how I'm going to be doing it for all my series. What is going on here? Ugh. Once again, that trailer is, it's right. It's the right thing that I need for my farm, but it is a little, whoops. And that one missed. We'll have to go back and get that. Let's go. Let's go grab that bale. Gotta watch them. All right, so we should be able to pick this up and just chuck it in the trailer. So what do you guys think of the bale chucker? I think that's pretty cool. Works better than the portrait for sure. Definitely funny looking, fun to watch. Yeah, we're gonna have to definitely. Now, was there a done field back here? I think the grass field is. Yeah, that's grass. So we'll be doing that one next. In the next episode, we'll mow that and bale it. And then I think we'll also have the other field to start doing again. So. Cool stuff. And I guess from what people were saying, like people that told me about this baler, I guess this tipper is designed specifically to work with this kind of baler. So it's pretty neat that we were able to find that setup. Thanks once again to everybody that recommended this setup because I think it's working perfectly. So. So we're going to have to find somewhere to park this trailer indoors if we can. I don't know how I'm going to accomplish that because it's huge. So I think we don't want it sitting outside with the bales. Is there a cover? No, there's no cover. It's just a wire cover. Bummer. And there should be one more bale. There we go. All right. So we're going to go ahead and put that away. Disconnect the bale trailer and go put the baler away, and then we will deal with putting our how do I fold this up? Oh wait, no. Oh, okay, it doesn't throw it. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, if you turn the bale around, it does. What I'm thinking is it could go there, so probably this will go. This is a temporary thing. For now, I'm going to put this over here sideways. Because we still need to get that other device in and out for now. Just back that in right there like that. As I still need to get that mower out, so I got to get it. There we go. Perfect. All right. Oops, wrong button. Oh. And my thought is to pull it into that barn on the open end there, and I'll pull it in one way and then drive out the other. It's not going to fit in there. There's no way. It might fit in the grain silo, but I don't want to put that in there because I need to be able to access. In fact, actually, we probably need to try to pass through here. So let's see what happens if I get going through here. Very nice. Okay. Ah. I went too far. This is not going well. Okay. So with that stuff in there, I can just leave the grass and straw in there and grab it as need be. There we go. This is what I was thinking. We just pull this in here like that. That'll keep it covered. And I'm going to back out like this and kind of make this turn a little bit. Nope, that's not good. Is the whole thing covered? Yeah, it is. Okay, good. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, the roof should keep most of the rain out. I mean, it's not a perfect solution. If I got really fancy, I could back that in, but I don't know. What do you think? I'm going to try backing it in. All right, so that does it, though. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. I'm going to go ahead and get this turned around, and I'm probably going to mow the grass and get those collected off air. And I'll finish feeding the cows, but maybe not. Maybe I'll wait till the next episode to do that, since that really is what this farm is. That's not working. That's why we need to back it in. That's really what this farm is about. So have a great night. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up always help, and we will see you next time on Campaign of France. Bye.